Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fright Friday right here on Night Owl Video. Today I am talking about the 2023 film Talk to Me, which has, made a lot of best of as far as year-end movies of 2023. And so I'm going to be talking about this movie, the cast, production, critical response, my thoughts on the film, where you can watch it, and all that jazz. So I hope you will stick around and hear my thoughts on this film. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed recently. As of recording this video, I'm at 360 subscribers, so thank you to everybody who has joined recently. Thank you to everybody who's left really nice comments and had little conversations about the movies I've been talking about. I love interacting with you guys and talking about cool movies and physical media and stuff like that, so keep it up, and I will keep up my end of things. So today we are talking about this movie, Talk to Me. This is from last year, 2023, a horror film directed by Danny and Michael Philippou. They were prior to this. This is their directorial debut. To my knowledge, before this, they were YouTubers. I don't know what they did on YouTube, but maybe they did like horror shorts or something. But you can leave comments below. But I do believe this is their first film, first major film. So it was a hit, and I'm sure those two cats are going to be off to the races as far as upcoming movie opportunities. This stars Sophie Wilde in her first feature film appearance. She has two movies that she's working on upcoming. This also stars Alexandra Jensen, who's done a bit of TV that I'm not familiar with, and a person named Joe Bird, who I believe is the boy in the film. I don't know if I don't see him on the cover, but the young fellow who was in the movie. He is also in a movie called Rabbit, which looks interesting. If anyone's seen that, leave your comments below if it's a good one or you think I should check it out. But otherwise, not a lot. This is just a lot of new talent and a completely, to my knowledge, a completely original story. So really cool to finally get something that's not like a major Hollywood studio remake of some movie that we don't need a remake of. This was really fresh, and I think that's why it kind of hit pretty well with people. The synopsis for this film is: when a group of friends discover how to conjure spirits with an embalmed hand, they become hooked on the new thrill and high-stakes party game until one of them goes too far and unleashes terrifying supernatural forces. So, yeah, well, it's not that, is it? Yeah, I guess it is. It looks weird from that angle, but there's on the back is a picture of the hand. So you kind of like hold the hand like you're shaking it, and the hand's kind of modeled like that. And then when you hold onto the hand and say, I let you in, or something like that, the spirit, you can see the spirit, and it's very spooky the way they did it. But that's the kind of concept. And then I think if you say like, I let you in, then like you go into this kind of like weird trance and you see all kinds of crazy supernatural stuff. Quite spooky, quite spooky. The production notes on Talk to Me. Talk to Me is a co-production of Causeway Films, Bankside Films, and Talk to Me Holdings, and is a presentation of Screen Australia. Directors Danny and Michael Philippou, I hope I'm saying that right, worked closely with producer Samantha Jennings, one of the co-founders of the production company Causeway Films, who is familiar with Adelaide. They knew her from working on her film The Babadook from 2014, another Causeway Film production, and credit her with keeping them grounded and helping to shape their film. So that person, Samantha Jennings. The Babadook is one I did review several months ago. Not a bad film. I think the kid in the movie really gets on my nerves, and I find it hard to watch, but not terrible. But anyway, that director kind of took these two guys under her wing and kind of helped them to shape this film. So kind of cool. The film is set in the Philippou brothers' hometown of Adelaide. The Philippou brothers have said that they are committed to filming, or at least doing post-production, in Australia for all future projects, which I commend. That's very cool. The film had its world premiere at the 2023 Sundance Film Festival in its midnight lineup. After the premiere spurred a bidding war with Universal Pictures and others, A24 won and acquired the rights to distribute the film in the United States. Yeah, A24, they're just out there doing it. But kind of cool that it didn't go to a big studio. Not to say that A24 isn't a big studio, because obviously they are now, but I still kind of in my mind think they're like the cool indie company. And it's not that they like direct these movies or anything. Like, it's just that they put them out. But they have a great sense of style and a great taste in original horror films and other styles of films. And they just, I don't know, they just seem to be able to pick the right ones. The critical response for this film talked to me. It currently holds a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. Jake Wilson of the Sunday Morning Herald gave the film 3.5 out of 4 stars, writing, quote, "The grim prologue leaves little doubt that horrible things are going to happen to people we're asked to care about. And while the ending may not fully satisfy the emotional expectations that have been built up, better too few comforting explanations than too many." And the reason I copied that quote is just because it really kind of sums up my feelings on this movie. I really did like this movie. I know a lot of people really flipped out over this movie, and this made like a lot of top fives. I would say this probably would make my top 5 if I was to do horror movies of 2023. Again, original, unknown cast, but really good actors, young actors. I just really enjoyed this movie. A cool, kind of interesting concept for the story that's very different. The music was cool. Again, all the characters were really cool. The horror parts, like the parts that are meant to freak you out, do a hell of a good job doing that. You're really like, I definitely like had goosebumps. I've seen this now twice. I watched it a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, it really gives you like, it really spooks you out. And not many movies nowadays do that for me. So, you know, I watched Evil Dead Rise or Megan or Black Phone or movies like that. I like them. They're cool. Some of them have cool gore stuff and whatever, but not many movies like give you that actual genuine creep factor. And this movie definitely does that. And I think it's because of that unknown. You don't know when they're holding the hand, where are they going in their minds? Like, obviously some dark places. The ending was a little bit soft for me. I'm not quite sure where I thought it was going to end up, but it wasn't a bad ending, but I feel like they could have fleshed it out a bit more. They could have added more time to the ending, I think, to kind of evolve the story at the ending, and give you a bit more of a taste of what happens. I'm not going to spoil it because it's a fairly new movie, but suffice to say the body of the movie is just quite compelling and quite scary, and then the ending still pretty spooky, but again, I feel like it could have drawn it out. There's a lot of ambiguity, as that Jake Wilson from the Sydney Morning Herald said. There is a bit of like ambiguity to it, which I like. I do like kind of mysterious things and things that aren't always tied up neatly. But that would be my only complaint, and that's a very minor thing. Overall, I really like this movie. I would highly recommend this to people who like original spooky horror movies. Yeah, just really good. If you're like me, I've kind of grown tired of like the Hollywood big budget remakes or reboots or requels or whatever you want to call them. Scream 6 and Evil Dead Rise and Exorcist Believer and all these. It's just, to me, it's mostly just garbage. But this, when you get an original movie made by some youngsters, it's got a cool, creepy premise, great acting from a young cast, genuinely spooky. I imagine there's going to be a Talk to Me 2, or if not, these young directors are probably going to go and do something else. Who knows? Maybe that. I was thinking it'd be cool to get them to direct the next Evil Dead sequel, if there is going to be one, because I just think they maybe would have like an interesting take on it. This is the Blu-ray from last year, obviously. It's rated 14 in Canada and 13 in Quebec. It is a VVS Films A24 produced. Blu-ray, what else here can I see? The runtime is 95 minutes, so not too shabby. Not too shabby, coming in just a little over the hour and a half mark. This is a 16:9 widescreen presentation, English and French language tracks. The bonus features are a featurette, deleted scenes, and a director's commentary. So I believe I watched the featurette, but I don't think I've watched the rest of it. But yeah, what else can you say? Film School Reject says, guides you by the hand straight to hell. And there's some stills from the film. You can see when they hold the hand and they say, I let you in, they kind of go into this weird trance. Their head goes back, their mouth is hanging open. It is like genuinely very creepy, and I really appreciated that, because again, I have not seen something like that for quite some time. So I would highly recommend this for people who are looking for something fresh, something spooky. If you like your scary movies, if you like supernatural kind of stuff, this isn't your slasher, gore, sex kind of movie. This is like a bit more cerebral, spooky, supernatural weirdness, a little bit of ambiguity to it. Highly recommend this movie. This would definitely have made probably my top 5 of the horror movies of 2023, which I was contemplating doing, but I don't know if I have enough actual discs to make a video of that. But a lot of the ones probably in my top 5, or top 10 maybe, would have been a lot of those sequels or remakes. But this one definitely at the top of my list, and highly recommended. So yeah, if you have Netflix in Canada, you can currently watch this. So go check it out. You can find this Blu-ray. I think this is still stocked in Walmarts and things like that, so it's not a super hard one to find. But let me know your thoughts on Talk to Me. Did you love this movie? Did you not like this movie? Did you think it was overrated? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Consider giving me the thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Follow me over on Instagram at Night Owl Video. And until next time, I will see you at the video store, or at the thrift store, or just out and about somewhere. Hopefully not holding some creepy embalmed hand going into some other dimension. But until next time, please take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.